Have you ever found yourself staring into the mirror wondering, do women actually find me attractive? It's a question that doesn't just cross your mind once it lingers. Whether you're chatting with someone new or simply walking through a room, that curiosity lives in the back of your mind. You're not alone. In fact, most men have experienced the same curiosity, unsure whether that smile, that glance, or that body language really means something, or if they're just imagining it. But here's the truth. Women often communicate attraction, not with words, but with subtle, unspoken cues. It's like a hidden language, and once you learn to read it, the whole game changes. Today, we're diving deep into the 10 subtle yet powerful signs that a woman thinks you're good looking, and not just in a casual way. I'm talking about head-turning attractive. And while all of them matter, sign number 7, that's the game changer. It's the one most men completely overlook, yet it reveals everything. So, make sure to stay until the end. You might just see your reflection in a whole new light. Sign number 1. Girls check you out. When girls think you're good looking, they often can't help but check you out. This isn't just about a glance here or there. It's about those repeated looks, the lingering stars, and the quiet observations when they think you're not watching. Sometimes it's even more obvious. They'll make eye contact and hold it, almost challenging you to notice. You walk into a room and suddenly you feel it, that unmistakable feeling that someone's watching. You turn your head and there she is looking away quickly, pretending she wasn't just caught admiring you. It's awkward, it's thrilling, it's real. Example, imagine you're at a cafe ordering your morning coffee. You're waiting in line, minding your business, when you notice a girl sitting at a nearby table with her friends. You catch her looking at you not once, but several times. Her eyes meet yours for a split second too long, before she looks away, brushing her hair behind her ear and whispering something to her friend with a soft smile. Maybe she even nudges her shoulder playfully as if to say, "He's cute." That's not your imagination. That's interest, that's attraction, trying to stay subtle but unable to hide itself. Sign number 2, she bites her lip. When a girl thinks you're good looking, she might bite her lip. Not dramatically, not like a movie scene, but subtly, subconsciously. It's one of those unconscious body language signals, one that reveals more than she probably wants to admit. Picture this. You're at a party casually, talking with a group, and you crack a joke. She laughs genuinely, and as she smiles, you notice her glance at you and softly bite her lip. It might only last a moment, but it's packed with meaning. It's a physical reaction, a slight nervousness mixed with flirtation, as if her body is reacting faster than her mind can control. This simple gesture says more than a compliment ever could. It says, "I see you. I like what I see, and I'm trying not to show too much." It's those little things, those unconscious signals that paint the real picture of attraction. Sign order 3. Her feet point toward you. Body language rarely lies when a girl finds you attractive. Even her feet might betray her feelings, pointing toward you as if drawn by gravity. Let's say you're at a gathering. Chatting in a circle, most people are casually positioned, but if her feet are consistently pointed toward you, even when she's talking to someone else that's significant, here's why it matters. Our bodies often mirror our subconscious intentions. Her mind might be playing it cool, but her stance is revealing something much deeper. She wants to be close to you. She feels drawn in even when she doesn't say a word. In other words, her body is saying, "I'm with you." It's subtle, but it's powerful, and once you notice it, you'll never unsee it again. Sign number 4. She starts asking around about you. When it comes to signs that girls might think you're good looking, one of the most revealing behaviours is when she starts asking mutual friends about you, or tries to learn more about you indirectly. Think about that for a moment. She doesn't come straight to you. She circles around you quietly, gathering pieces of your story like you're a puzzle. She's intrigued by that curiosity that's attraction taking root. It's like she's trying to get the full picture, who you are, what you're about, and whether your personality matches the image she sees. And the moment she hears something she likes, that's when her interest deepens. Example, maybe your friend casually mentions that, "Hey, Sarah asked if you're seeing anyone." Or she makes a comment like, "So, I heard you like hiking. You should tell me your favorite trail sometime." That's not coincidence. That's intent. When someone finds another person attractive, they don't just stop at surface level observations. They want the whole story. They want to know the man behind the face. So if you catch wind that she's been asking about you through friends, through social media, or in casual conversations, that's a subtle but serious sign. She's into you. It means you're not just good looking to her, you're intriguing. Sign number 5. Her voice may change. When a girl thinks you're good looking, her voice might subtly change when she talks to you. And it's not just about tone. It's about emotion bleeding into sound. Her voice might become a little softer, a little more melodic, almost as if she's tuning it specifically to speak to you. You won't always notice it instantly, but if you pay attention, you'll start to hear it. It's that extra warmth, that extra spark in how she says your name. Imagine this, you're talking to her one-on-one, and as the conversation flows, her voice drops just a touch lower and slower, like she's inviting you into a more intimate space. Or maybe her laugh becomes gentler, her speech more animated when she's talking just to you. It's like her voice is dressing itself in charm without her even trying. She's not changing who she is, but her attraction is changing how she sounds. And you know what? That sound can stay with you long after the conversation ends. So next time you talk to a woman who you think might be into, you listen to how she speaks when it's just you two and compare it to how she talks to others. If there's a noticeable shift, you're probably not imagining things. Sign number 6. She leans in when you talk. When a girl thinks you're good looking, she might lean in when you talk, not just to hear you better, but because she's drawn to you. It's a subtle pull, almost like her body wants to be in your orbit. This is one of the most intimate forms of body language because leaning in, especially in a noisy, busy environment, says, "I want to be close to you." It says what you're saying matters to me. It says I'm here fully present with you. Imagine this. You're at a crowded party or a buzzing cafe. There's music, laughter, voices all around. But as you speak, she leans closer. Not just once, but consistently. Maybe her hand lightly touches your forearm. Maybe her hair brushes your shoulder. And suddenly, despite the chaos around you, the space between you two feels like a little world of its own. That lean isn't just about proximity, it's about intention. She's letting you know you've got my attention, and maybe you've got more than that. Sign number 7. She becomes slightly flustered around you. This is the game changer, the one most men ignore. Because when a woman becomes flustered around you, when she's a little nervous, a little fidgety, a little shy, it's often because she finds you incredibly attractive. Think about it. We don't get nervous around people we don't care about. We get nervous when it matters, when we want to make a good impression, when we're feeling vulnerable and drawn in. Look for the signs. She fidgets with her hair or jewelry. She stumbles over her words even though she's usually confident. She blushes or laughs at things that aren't even that funny because she's caught off guard by your presence. It's like your very existence rattles her usual rhythm. Why? Because attraction triggers a physiological response. Heart rate increases, adrenaline kicks in the brain, goes on overdrive, and all of that shows up in the tiniest, most human ways. So if you're around her and she seems slightly out of sync, like she's trying hard to appear calm but isn't quite pulling it off, that's a powerful sign. It means you affect her. And that kind of nervous energy that's not fear, that's fascination. Sign number 8, she unconsciously mirrors you. When a girl finds you good looking, she might unconsciously mirror your actions and body language. It's almost like her body is trying to sync up with yours, without either of you even realizing it. This behavior is rooted in something deeply psychological. Rapport. Mirroring is a subconscious way humans build connection. It's something we naturally do with people we feel emotionally safe around or strongly attracted to. Picture this. You're sitting across from her at a coffee shop. You lean forward slightly to rest your elbow on the table, and a moment later, she does the same. You adjust your posture, cross your legs, run your hand through your hair, and moments later, she mimics your movement in a subtle, almost invisible way. She's not copying you to be funny or flirtatious. It's automatic. Her mind is telling her, I want to be close. I want to connect. I feel in rhythm with this person. Even psychologists use this in therapy. It's a known indicator of closeness, trust, and attraction. So next time you're talking to her, slow down and observe. If she starts to move the way you move, that's her subconscious saying, I like you. I feel connected to you. I'm drawn to you. And sign number 9, she compliments your appearance. When a girl thinks you're good looking, sometimes she just can't help but say it out loud. She'll compliment your appearance, not in a forced or polite way, but with a sparkle of sincerity. These compliments might seem small. I love your jacket, or that colour looks great on you, but don't underestimate them. Behind those simple words is a truth she's choosing to reveal. She's not just noticing, she's appreciating, she's expressing. For example, you show up for a group hangout and she greets you with, wow, you look really nice today. She might even catch herself saying it and follow it with a shy laugh or a change of subject, because sometimes it slips out before she can stop it. Or maybe she compliments a specific detail. Your cologne, your watch, your haircut. Why? Because she's paying attention. And not everyone gets that attention. You do. Here's what you need to remember. A compliment from a woman, especially if she's not in the habit of handing them out to just anyone, is a deliberate signal. It means she wants you to know that she sees you, and more importantly, she likes what she sees. Sign number 10, she turns and faces you during conversations. When a girl thinks you're good looking, she may naturally turn and face you during conversations, especially in group settings. This might seem subtle, even meaningless to some, but it's actually a powerful form of nonverbal communication, because in any social environment where we position our bodies says everything about where our attention and interest lies. Here's what this looks like. You're in a group chat, several people are talking, maybe some jokes flying around, but even when someone else is speaking, she turns her body towards you. Her shoulders square up, her knees angle in, and her eyes keep drifting back to your face because you're the gravitational pull in that room. She could be smiling at someone else, but her body is clearly saying, you have my focus. And when you speak, she listens, really listens, not distracted, not checking her phone, not looking past. You just present. Her turning toward you is more than physical orientation. It's emotional orientation. It's her saying, without saying, you're the one I want to engage with. You're the one I notice. You're the one who matters here. It's a subtle but deeply human form of validation. And once you spot it, you'll never miss it again. In summary, understanding the signs that girls think you're good looking can help you navigate social interactions with confidence and clarity. By paying attention to these cues, eye contact, lip-biting body language, nervous energy, compliments, mirroring, you begin to see a fuller picture. You begin to recognize when someone's into you, even when they're not saying a single word. But here's the real secret. It's not just about being attractive. It's about being aware. It's about noticing the energy in the room, tuning into the unspoken signals, and believing that you are in fact worthy of that attention. So next time you're in a social setting, take a moment to slow down and observe. And remember this, you don't have to chase validation when you're already standing in your own presence, because when a woman is truly drawn to you, you'll feel it before you even hear it.